Hello dear learners, happy to meet you all once again. This is Dr. Sedhupathy, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Today we are going to discuss about for loop and its structure and how it works in programming language C. Let's go to the content. Agenda for our discussion will be introduction about for loop, syntax and components of for loop, flowchart and how for loop works and example program. So basically for loop is most popular because of its looping instruction offered preferred over the while loop. It has three variable components like initialization, condition and increment or decrement part. Advantage of for loop is like it allows specifying the loop's initialization, condition and increment in a single line statement. Though there is a for loop syntax here, inside the for statement there are three segments. First segment belongs to initialization and the middle segment belongs to test condition statement and the last section is increment or decrement section. And components of for loops are as follows. The initialization counter sets the loop counter to an initial value. This variable initiates the starting value for the number of times the loop can execute. The test counter is used to determine whether its value has reached the desired number of repetitions or not. The test counter defines the segment of code to be executed, the number of times or the number of repetitions. And finally, increment statement or increment counter. It increases or decreases the value of loop counter each time the loop executes. It may be increment or decrement, depends on the situation where we are applying the for loop. Here is the flowchart for the for loop and how it works. First, it initializes the value for the variable starts with and it tests the condition whether the variable have the proper values. If it is true, it goes to the body of the loop. If it is false, it comes out of the for loop. Once the body of loop is executed, the control switched over to the increment or decrement section. Once increment or decrement has done, again it goes to check the test condition. Again, if test condition is true, the control goes to the body of the loop. If it is false, then it goes to the next step, which is out of the for loop. This will be continuously or repeatedly happen until the test condition false. Here is the statements how for loop works. The initialization statement is executed only once. Then the test expression is evaluated based on the initialization value. If the test expression is false, the loop statement is terminated. If it is true, it goes to segment of codes inside the for loop. However, if the test expression is evaluated true, statement inside the body of the loop are executed and then increment or decrement statement or increment or decrement counter. Sometimes it also denoted as update expression. Then it goes to update expression whether it may be increment or decrement. Again, based on the increment values, the test condition is evaluated. Again, if the test condition is true, the control goes to the block of statements inside the for loop. Otherwise, the control comes out of the for loop or the for loop is terminated. This process goes on until the test expression is false. When the test expression is false, the loop terminates. Here is an example for calculating simple interest. Here from the for loop, the value of year is initialized with 1 and the year value is checked with the time duration. Actually, time duration is initialized with 10. So which means this for loop is going to be executed 10 times repeatedly for each year. In increment part, year value is incremented by 1. So for this program, you can expect output like simple interest for the principal amount 1000 rupees with the rate of interest 5 for 10 continuous years based on simple interest calculation, simple interest formula. And thank you for dear learners. We will see you with some other interesting topic in future. Thank you once again.